steel worker is a steel worker, then he should be sticking up for his brothers. It doesn't matter what local he's from. I inhaled uranium through one of my masks when I was working with the powder in the powder rooms. The word has come back that somebody had sabotaged my mask, and that's why I'm so sick with it all. That I was actually inhaling it straight in. I'm not impressed with the union. You're a bunch of yes boys. I just knew I was starting to show symptoms. So I showed them to the union leaders and one of the head personnel people, and they fudged right over it like it was nothing.
What kind of health effects or surgeries have you had?
Facial surgeries, I can't count the number because of the damage done there. They've been into my lungs, my shoulder, elbow. And I say maybe a dozen on the face with titanium plates and whatnot. And I have a little trouble with my teeth chipping and falling away right now too, right? A lot of bone damage and a lot of pain from certain joints and whatnot, just a little. So now we got a dilemma that I've had enough radiation that I might not be able to get a lung transplant. Which is just absurd, you know?
And if you don't get the lung transplant?
I'll be gone probably within 2 years. After what I just told you, I've suffered enough. I had some contemplation about whether I should be doing this or not, if I should just let nature take its course. But I'm doing it for my wife and kids. And that's what I'm living for. And in the meantime, I try to bring a light to what's happened to me, what could happen to my kids, your kids, anybody's kids. So, in the meantime, this is what I do.
Now, Chris Levitt said, I've never seen anyone suffer effects.
He's a liar. He sees me. He also boasts that he's never ever lost a workers' compensation claim. And I've invited him to take mine on. But he won't. He says he can't because he's not in the same union. Or the same local, I should say. But as I said, that local never shows up for these meetings or anything. And I think that there's, in amongst them, there's knowledge of what happened and who's responsible, and I think they call that a conspiracy. But we're not supposed to use those words.
And what's your advice to the people who are the community around the GE Hitachi uranium plant in Toronto?
Well, first of all, advice to them, I think they obviously need monitored better. I think people should be tested with urinalysis testing to see if they are contaminated. And I think they should start moving back the buildings, and if people are vacating the buildings, don't let people into them again. But I think the bottom line is to take the building down. It's not that big, it's not that huge.
All right. Thank you.
Enough?
That's great.
Okay.